What if I were to suggest that you play a key role in the awakening world? And that you are watching this because you have heard the call. We can start right now by opening our hearts and minds. Welcome to the awakening world.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Awakening World. I'm Love Coach Scott Katamas, and I'm really excited because we are all about to take a beautiful, beautiful journey. We are so blessed to have with us our dear friends, UTA and NATHALIE, coming to us all the way from Europe, Germany and Switzerland, respectively. And there, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning there. Um, and I'd reached out saying, our audience would love to have another experience with you. Do you want me to pre-record something? And they said, you know what? We love your audience. We'll just, did you stay up all night or did you take a nap and wake up early? What did you
Took a
do?
nap and waked up early.
Well, it's wonderful to have you. You've touched our hearts so deeply. Um, and a reminder, NATHALIE has taken on one of the most extraordinary personal journeys. She has agreed to create 144 paintings. And some of those paintings we've worked with in the past, and I believe we're going to work with one, I think, today. Um, and she was just telling me she's at 111 out of 144. When did you start this process, NATHALIE?
2017
Wow.
with Sananda G.
Mhm. And we give thanks and appreciation to our beloved teachers, Shakina Ma and Sananda Ji. And for those of you who follow this, NATHALIE and Uda have been spending time with Sananda Ji in the Himalayas, which must be, what's that like? What's some of your experience like in the Himalayas with them?
When you're with them, there's no more chatter in the mind.
Mhm.
There are no more questions. There's only pure love. You're taken to a higher frequency level. So you're living in bliss, in fact, for a few weeks.
Mhm. Now I
And when
feel
you come
guilty.
out, then you have to face life again and try to make bliss on your own.
Oh. Now I feel guilty chattering and asking questions, but that's my
No,
job.
no, 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 no. It's with pleasure, no guilt. Please, I love
Udo,
sharing.
what would you like to share about your experience in the Himalayas?
It is so beautiful when you are in the field of the masters. In spaces like this, you are aligned, your vertical power column is activated, you are grounded, very grounded, and open at the same time. So you are connected in both sides. And this is when you can manifest and embody very, very powerful, very, very quick. So it feels like an acceleration on your spiritual journey.
Mm. Beautiful. Well, we're going to come back and chat with you a little bit more, learn about soul ascension, and of course, go on the journey. But we got to get going with some rock and roll or whatever our beloved Omar Shah has created for tonight. So turning it over to our house musical artist, the one and only Omar Star.
So namaste and welcome, and no, definitely not rock and roll. It's going to be Nathalie and UTA flavored, and this is an unplugged version of the song I Am. And of course, welcome everybody who's watching on our streaming partners and YouTube and Facebook. And my goodness, just to say the Himalayas or the Himalayas, my heart is already there. There's a group of Unity Earth people already up in Ladakh, which is the base of the Himalayas right now on a 10-day journey, and so there's a lot of attention going over there. So anyway, without further ado, let's do something like this. Inside us all, I am the heart, I am the soul. It's in every one of us, the heart of us all. I am. It's the driving force of us, the way of the universe. Radiant sunrise is why we're here. Heart streaming light into our atmosphere, where life is dear and love will free us. I am the soil, I am your heart, I am your soul. It's in every one of us, the heart of us all. I am. It's the driving force of us, the way of the universe. We've got to let some people into the room, Scott. Rainy and sunrise is why we're here. Heart streaming light into our atmosphere, where life is dear and love will free us all. It's in every one of us, the heart of us all. I am. It's the driving force of us, the way of the universe. Radiant sunrise
I am that I am.
Oh, beautiful. Let's send twinkles and love and appreciation to Omashar. And I love how you were able to manage to squeeze in, open up the Zoom, yeah, let people
I
in.
know because we normally have Deborah here and Diara, should I say, and
Yeah.
so there's not a third hand doing it. But it's funny because I got the only thing that's sequenced here is a drum beat, and I got out of time with the drum beat, and so we had a unsequenced drum beat, and it was quite of interesting because it was like a disruptive pattern, just getting us ready for Uta and Natalie. So thank you.
I love that. Thank you. And of course, I knew it was not going to be rock and roll. Of course, as I said, he's not going to do rock and roll. He's going to do Uta and Natalie music. So, anyway, thank you, brother. I love you so much. I'm going to read just a couple of comments because he mentioned that a lot of our friends are in the Himalayas right now. And Tracy Potter is in the Zoom room with us right now. And she's actually in the Himalayas, Uta and Natalie. She's with Becky and Robert and some of our friends with Unity Earth. So I love that we're beaming out all the way to the
Should
Himalayas.
we bring her on for a second?
Sure, if she's got it. Does she have her camera on?
Yes, she does. Here she is.
All right.
She's
Hi.
nervous, but she's here. Hi.
Hey,
Hi,
sweetheart.
Michelle.
Dude, far out. Where are you?
It's so oh, it's exciting. I'm in Ladakh, and I'm early. I can't even speak. Every time I open the curtains or look out, and people all feel the same. We're all like gobsmacked. We're in spectacular Earth, and it's just today we're going further up into the mountains to another village, and we've got to be on time and all those things you do. And we're with a very small group of Omashar, and people have asked me, "Is Omashar here? Is Omashar here?" And so we're all thinking you're meant to be here with us,
Well,
and
we
you
we
are
are
really
we
in
are in
spirit.
spirit, and
Absolutely,
it's
yeah.
it's so important, and that you're there. And Uta and Natalie were just saying about how Sanandaji is in the Himalayas as well, and I'm going to say it my way, Himalayas. And
Yes.
what's that in the background of you, behind you?
Yes, this is the Himalayas. It's very cloudy this morning, but it's only early here. I think it's 6 a.m. or something. Yes.
Anyway,
And there we go.
Oh,
Just
cool.
trying to show
wow.
you a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay! Thank you, Tracy.
And
Good day,
that'll all
mate.
clear. That should clear as the day begins. So thank you.
Yeah,
And I'm so pleased I'm here. I found out half an hour ago you're on. And so I
yeah.
dived in the shower and did it all as fast as ever. So
Look,
thank you for
you're
having me on.
beautiful.
And
Thank
thanks
you,
for everything
beautiful.
you both do.
Love you.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. That was really fun. Wow. Thank you for facilitating that, Omishar. And thank you, Tracy, for even in the Himalayas tuning into the awakening world. That makes my day. Um, I'm going to read one comment from Carol Craig as I bring Natalie and Uta back up. Carol writes, it's late here. I'm tired, but I love Natalie and Uta, who are part of the Golden Age Soul Sadhana. I sure could need some KES. That's Christic Energy System and meditation tonight. Um, welcome, Carol. And Carol, we tried to celebrate your birthday. And of course, you were having a birthday party. So I'm going to just very briefly acknowledge that Tarina made this for you, and we celebrated your birthday last Saturday night. I'm glad you finally are now with us. Know that we love you, Carol, and may this next cycle around the sun bring you maximum grace and maximum fulfillment. I know you had already seen this, but I wanted to bring it up one more time. So it's a beautiful family that we have. All right. Ladies, tell us about the work that you're doing with Soul Ascension. Of course, I'll go to your website in a moment, but just share with us before we go on the journey with you, kind of a little bit of how the two of you came together and what you're currently co-creating.
Maybe we can start chronologically in 2017 when Natalie started painting. Maybe you can start and
Oh, yes. In 2017, I got a message and I understood I had to do 144 paintings. I didn't know what it was for, how it was going to be. but I started, and gradually I understood since last year even more what it's for.
Yeah, and we were both on our spiritual journey. We were in Hawaii when we saw each other, not the first time, in 2022. So it's only 4 years ago we decided to work together. It was we came out of a ceremony. We were deep inside of our heart, and there was this calling to co-create. Not actually knowing what to co-create, but we knew we have to co-create, and we have to bring some pictures, some paintings, sacred codes we call them, because they have these light codes, these light activations hidden in there, what you can receive with your first eye, and let it infuse your brain, your pineal gland, your pituitary gland, and open up your spiritual organs. And from there on, you can bring the codes wherever you need them in parts of your body, or to bring it into the earth. And when we were in Hawaii, we had the calling to bring some paintings to my house. So we organized the transport, and now I have, I think, 70 paintings here in Germany. And the rest is with NATHALIE. 111 paintings are ready, and the next are waiting to be painted. And we know that we have to travel to prepare our bodies for the final series we will record with physical paintings, and it's called the Council of Ascension. And therefore we have to travel 3 times to the Himalayas this year. Once we did, the upcoming journey is in about 2 weeks, I think. And then in September we go again. So we will discover India, Bhutan, Tibet, and Nepal to prepare for the last series. Yeah, what else to say? We are so happy to co-create. We love what we are doing. I stopped working my 3D job. Actually, I'm a therapist, a speech and language therapist. And it was not possible any longer to stay in institutions like hospitals, working in the old system. I know since very long, since I'm 14, that there is a healer inside of me who wants to awaken. And now it's my job to stay in a high frequency. And I'm only doing the work with NATHALIE with so much joy. Out of all the hamster wheel, I don't have a time when I have to wake up. I'm so flexible also with the vacations with the children. I don't have to ask for vacations. I'm my own boss, and I feel very free and happy to do all this spiritual work.
That's wonderful. How old are your children now, Uta?
My youngest one is 10, and then I have 15, nearly 16, and 17. I have 2 teeners.
And are you able to share this level of your consciousness in your work with your children?
There was some of you maybe know that I have 2 children with labeled with a diagnosis, disease in the DNA. There is a false programming in one part of the DNA, so that they had troubles with their lungs and pancreas. These are the main subjects. And it's very interesting because it's a sickness you see only in the Western world. It's not present in India or Eastern countries.
Wow.
So in the beginning, I thought, oh, I'm called to be a healer, to heal them, to work with them. But I discovered very quickly I have to do my own journey. I have to work on myself, and then it will have an effect on them. And when they are old enough, they have also a part to heal themselves. So while I'm doing my journey, just following my intuition, I see so much progress in health in them. We have a normal life. We need one pill in the morning. They are happy, they are growing, they are like normal children. So you can't see anything, but we are still going to the normal medicine world every 3 months. And they're satisfied. I don't talk about the work I'm doing because I stopped. There's no conscious about this and no reason to share. So I'm doing my work, and I have very happy and healthy children.
Beautiful. Well, thank you for sharing that, and maximum grace for you and for your children. Susan Blomquist wrote in the chat box, I often listen to Uta and Nathalie's meditations, and I gaze at the paintings with the symbols. They bring peace into my field. So, wow. Susan, I noticed you have your hand up. Are you wanting to share something? Or is that an accident? Oh, we'll see. All right, well, let's take a look at your website. And this is a beautiful site, and I really encourage everybody to spend some time there. It's soulascension.earth. And I'm going to actually restart it for a moment, because what will happen is when it comes up, I already did it, but when it comes up, it'll give you an opportunity to give your name and email address. Definitely put it in there so that people can so Uta and Nathalie can stay in touch with you. And there's a lot of wonderful things. You can, of course, learn more about the paintings here. We're going to go to their co-creations, because there's a lot of wonderful offerings that they have. And I'm just going to kind of let you, Uta and Nathalie, share with our audience as we look at each of these ways that people can connect with you, some of which are free.
Yes, so we have a subject co-creation, because we realized that creating the new world, we go from a I consciousness to a we consciousness, and there we co-create, we merge together, we share our talents, and these are our projects together, and we start with a free soul sadhana. We know that on the spiritual journey, when you want to evolve your consciousness, a daily practice is essential. And there was a time we came together every Monday morning with a soul tribe, and then we recorded, and the most powerful and beautiful recordings, 12 of them, we selected and put them on the website for free. To help people to increase their energy, especially in the morning, but there is also a meditation for the night. There is a meditation for stress release, for center yourself, for balancing the elements. So there is all kinds of meditation you can use during your week. And there are other co-creations.
Okay, we'll go back.
We have the rise with the moon on the top. When you want to work with the full moon and the new moon in the different zodiacs, we have always meditations at the beginning of the opening of the portal. The portal of the moon is always 5 days. So you start 2 days before, you have the day, and then you have the integration time. And then we have a meditation and healing where people can sign in.
That's
And the
what we're
core
going,
of our business, oh, sorry.
That's what you're going to experience today. We're
Yeah.
sharing one of our new moons in Cancer after on, so you can get a taste of it. And it always has a bit the same sequence to it. Uta opens the field. Then there's a prayer. And then I channel energy while Uta is doing Christic energy system behind. She's healing. So I don't know who wanted one, but there's going to be one in the background today. And sometimes it's more in the forefront, even if you don't hear it. So it's very, very, that's why they're so deep. And we have also a young man that has created music for us because every series, uh, the second and the third, they have, the masters have requested specific musics depending on what needs to be reprogrammed. So even the music is tailor-made by a young artist.
I so appreciate the dedication and the love you do everything with. I had several coaching sessions today, and in one of the sessions, we were just talking about doing everything with love. And you both really carry that vibration. You do everything with so much love and so much more. Let's go back to the website because there's much more in the co-creations. So tell us about these different levels, please.
Yeah, the core of our journey of the 144 sacred codes is the soul ascension. Our calling is to be on this journey and to be the pillar of light for others to walk with us on this ascension path. And we discover that we have in the 144 paintings, 9 series that we will teach with an activation and a teaching and a healing. We work always in the Trinity, in the with 3 things like NATHALIE, me, and the unseen masters. There are a lot of trinities in the programs. And we move from one level to the next level. The first level is called essentials. They are not names we make. These are the names NATHALIE channel. It is given to us as, we see it like a gift. In the essentials, we experience that we have done a lot of modalities, a lot of courses, and still you experience always the same thing coming back, like you are working on an onion. You are working on layer for layer for layer. And what we see in the essentials is that you come to the core of the things, and you work on everything what is still in the unconscious mind, still ruling your life, still pushing you into the old system, the old matrix, to bring it up and to see, to witness, so that it can be healed. It's on all kinds of different levels. Do you want to add something?
It's a 16-week journey, so it's a long journey. And every week you work with one painting. So there are 16 of them. The first 8 are embedded ascended masters are embedded in the first 8. And the first one is El Moria, to help you align to divine will. So since the painting 1, we know where we're going. It's really the soul ascension on the earth. That is very important. I think that the name says it all. It's really to allow the soul to heal and bring back more of its light, to embody it here in the now, in this world. And what we see with our students through the programs is that they're blooming. They are so empowered with love, but really empowered fully from the inside. And they're each, I think we're helping each other become really pillars of light to do what our soul came here to do, whatever that is. And it's no preference at all, but really allowing the soul to the light of the soul to be in this body, in the now, so we can become all more loving, more caring. well, my dream is bringing back peace back on the earth. So it starts within. If you have peace within, you can have peace without.
Mhm.
So that's how it goes.
And it's not always easy
Mhm.
because you are
Hey
bringing
Siri, take me to the corner.
you're bringing up the shadow parts inside of you, but you're in a group field, and this makes so easy that it feels like we are going with ease and grace. It's not easy, but it's with ease and grace. And a week, like Natalie said, is in another theme. Sometimes there are emotions, sometimes we more work on the mental body. So it's very, very depending on the painting.
And
Yeah.
so there's everything that is recorded, it's in 3 steps, but every week we also meet physically by Zoom, allowing all our students to share, to get guidance, to get healing, whatever they need. So, and we bring all the groups together because we think that, well, not we think, we know, intimately know that we're all doing this together. So in whatever level you are, it doesn't matter. Everything is being experienced by the group. So a healing for one is the healing for all. So every week we meet, and on the first series, there are also 2 private sessions, one with Uptown, one with me, because in the first series, there's a lot of digging up that is being done. And then after that, so that's the first series of 16 weeks. And then it really goes by series. And the second one is the DNA repatterning, which is very important for UTA. And we discovered while we were doing it that the masters linked it to our Genesis cells. So there are 13 paintings, and so we have 12 Genesis cells, and the 13th is the master cell in the pineal gland. So this one, you can't do level 2 without doing level 1, of course, because you need foundation work to move up. They all build on each other. And this one is really all about repatterning the Genesis cells and bringing in everything that we already hold, cracking it to allow what we hold to emerge.
And what is very important to say is that every Genesis cell is connected to a special time in your life. So you are also working on your inner child healing, what you experienced in this time of your life. And they are connected to the different bodies you will build up, the different elements in your body till the age of 33. When the soul body anchor more in the physical. So it's also a huge inner child healing. You reprogram, repattern the Genesis cells that are the first cells, for the ones who don't know this, that you will build up after the conception. So we are talking about the first 3 days of making your foundation for this physical body.
This lifetime.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I'm going to go back to the website a little bit. So I'm just appreciating the extraordinary, exquisite energy that's gone into creating this. And what time of day are the Zoom broadcasts or the Zoom gatherings where everybody comes together?
It's always in the evening. It's at 8 p.m. European time, Central European time. But we will see. It's not a must, but we are flexible. But for now, it's at 8 p.m.
Well, that's great, because for those of us in the United States, then that would be
in the morning.
yeah, it would be the morning, or early afternoon, right? So that works out great. That's good.
About 11 a.m.
Exactly. Pacific time. Pacific time. All right, going back to the website one more time. You've got a retreat coming up tell us about the Cosmic Divine Mother Retreat, which I believe is going to be in France.
Definitely.
Natalie?
Yes, I'll do that. Yes, we're going to go to a very sacred land. The first part of the journey is going to be very druid. You say that in English? The druids. Very, very ancient, working with Mother Earth. And there's a whole pathway. We were there with UTA, and I discovered that it's called the Devil's Chair to frighten people, but behind it is you move through Mother Nature and you move through the healing of the chakras. It is just incredible. So that will be a preparatory work of purification. And then we're going to go to Stargate, Sigur. It's a Stargate that the beloved Shekinah Minds and energy activated. So we're going to go there. And then we're going to, with the cherry on the cake, we finish with Mary Magdalene, because we're going to Saint Baume, and we're going up the pilgrimage and reactivating our memories about Saint Mary Magdalene. And for me, that was very, very powerful, because I was walking, and as soon as I was there, I could see, I'm a seer, I could see my past life, and it was beautiful, because I'm always, I don't know, I'm not sometimes I question, even though if I shouldn't anymore, but I still do. And so I was going up the journey, and I was questioning a bit, and I hear, yes, this is, and I see that this is where we were cleaning ourselves, doing, drinking, preparing to go on the journey and everything. And I look, and there was a gigantic fountain. So, I mean, everything was just, wow, for me, it was just remembering my time with Mary Magdalene during these early years in south of France. So it was very powerful. And then there's her skull. And I thought that that was cliche until I got there. So there are two signs. There's one with very very religious, and there's the other one. And yeah, and everything is written there if you can open your eyes,
You know,
listen with your heart.
on the subject of Mary Magdalene, just so you know, we've done many shows about Mary Magdalene. Some of my favorite presenters on the show have either channeled Mary Magdalene or had some, divine connections. And it just so happens that a week from tonight, our show is an annual event that we do with Christy Michaels every year and Eden Amadora on celebrating Mary Magdalene's feast day, the
Yes.
return of the embodied Holy Sophia. And that'll be our show a week from tonight.
Yeah.
So since you happen to mention
26.
that, I wanted to mention
Yes,
Christy.
and it's interesting because the skull is I think it's 716, if I remember the year properly. So it's
Yeah.
22, 7, and 16 is 6 is 7. So it's 22777. That's the day she passed. And
Oh,
yeah, that was extraordinary. I was there. Okay, I know when she passed.
Mhm.
22nd of July to 716.
oh,
Yeah,
that's
it
really
was
something.
incredible. Yeah.
This was a very, very special moment for me when we entered the cathedral with the skull in there. First, I went into a forgiveness. I had to forgive myself. I had to forgive herself for all what I have done in past lives. And then when I saw the date when she passed, it was like codes coming in. I knew that immortality was possible, but I had never seen it in really physical form. And now I saw her day when she transitioned, and it was like, oh yeah, it's possible to go into the immortality. This is also a reason why we are attracted so much to the Himalayas, because there are the immortals and very, very special monks that are yeah, teaching beautiful things. And this is, I think, one of the reasons why I have children with a DNA defect, to walk on this path, to discover the whole ascension journey, what is possible in this physical form, not only longevity or rejuvenation, but more than that.
Wow. It's so good getting to know both of you. I am going to go back to the website again just to wrap up a little bit to let people know about your services, um, because you also offer one-to-one sessions. And I assume that includes the superconscious repatterning. I see as 10 pre-recorded activations and meditations. So that looks like something really fascinating. And then you offer one-to-one sessions. Um, and and when it's one to one, is it both of you working with people, or is it just one of you working with people?
Both of
One
us.
of, yeah. No, but in the session, there's only one. It's all either Uta or me, or maybe one day both. We never had that idea.
Mm.
With the masters, we just go our way. I mean, when you look at our agenda, because my kids were saying, "Mom, your agenda is full." I said, "Yes, Uta's everywhere."
Uh, how old are your children, Natalie?
21, 26, and 28.
Okay.
No, they're
And there's a message Dia Therese just wrote. Natalie, you are so humble. Thank you so much for telling us that you are still occasionally questioning. And I think you meant that. I think you meant that for Uda. Anyway,
no,
now
no, no. I question.
you question too.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, yeah. No, yes, yes, I do. I still do. Even with all the miracles and all the things, yeah, I do. And sometimes, yeah, I learned. I heard a few weeks ago that I have to move with the paintings. I have to take them out of Europe. And I was sad. I said, "Oh, I'm going to have to really move and really leave." And so it was interesting because all this loneliness or sadness came up, and I slept with it. And the next morning there was this beautiful opportunity that came with from Sanandaji for another trip to the Himalayas, and I said, "No, I'm not alone." But I still can feel it sometimes. I stay completely human. And I remember Shekinah told me, "Natalie, enjoy while you still have emotions, because one day there are no more and it's a different life.
Wow, that's
So
an interesting.
enjoy." Yes,
Yeah.
I remember she told me that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hmm. Well,
So I'm enjoying.
thank you. And Amushar is commenting on your beautiful, beautiful laugh. Um, all right. Well, we'll go back to your website after the experience, but there is an experience that we're about to have. It's going to be about 48 minutes long. Susan's asking, should we be seated or lying down? What do you suggest for people as they watch this video and have the experience? Any suggestions or preparations?
There is a first part. Maybe it's important to be seated because you can open up your eyes and you watch at the code, at the sacred code. Open up your first eye to let the codes coming in. And later, I would recommend to lay down, to integrate, to receive, to relax your body.
Yeah. Look at the painting as long as you want. Just tune in, feel it in. Doesn't have to be long. It's really allowing the code to come in, and in the center of the brain you have the pineal gland, and it's really to activate the pineal gland, so it goes and sits in there in your brain. And as soon as you find that it's enough, you've received enough, then you lie down.
And anything you want to share about the creation of this particular painting?
um, yeah,
The
yeah,
painting.
ascended zodiacs. Let's go for that. Yes, Huh. That's an interesting. Yeah, I had finished the Ascended Masters and the series of the Ascended Masters, and I knew I was going to do the Ascended Zodiacs, and I was ready to start because we were in March. And so you always start with Aries. And I heard, no, not this year. I said, what? I said, no, not this year. I said, oh, I have to wait the whole year before I can start painting again. And that was not possible. So I made that year, I made personal paintings for my friends because I needed to paint. I said, I can't not paint. And no, and so what is interesting is that every painting is done on very specific planetary alignments. They're done when I am ready and when spirit is ready. And sometimes I've wanted to start paintings before time. And I remember I wanted to do Lady Nada. It was a Sunday, and then it's three pieces of wood. And I look at a piece of wood and it was all rotten. I said, okay, I can't start. So next day I go, I change that piece of wood. I come back and I said, okay, I'm going to start today. And the second piece of wood was rotten. I hadn't seen it. I went back and said, well, I surrender. I said, tell me when I start. That's how it works. So it comes when, and I have to do it at home because the channel comes in, I have to paint. The channel stops, I have to stop. They tell me where to eat, where to go, what to do, and what color, and if something falls, and yeah, I normally don't understand really what I'm doing, but it all comes to pieces with time. And this one is Cancer. Cancer is all about, is linked to the moon. So it's a very interesting one because it's going to be activating all the healing of the emotions and the inner child, and yeah, it's a beautiful one. And it's got angels in there. You will see.
Well, we're gonna dive in just one moment. I did look up with one of my favorite astrologers what he had to say about the Cancer new moon. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but a couple of highlights. He says that when the Cancer new moon activates, it will directly stimulate the collective fourth house of foundations, ancestry, and real estate. And he says this is a cosmic green light to focus on emotional wealth as well as material security, that there may be radical shifts in our love life and in domestic harmony. And the three zodiac signs, sun signs that are most affected at this time are Cancer, Capricorn, and Aries. So a couple of little pointers there. All right, well, with no further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start this video. Uta, Natalie, I love you so much. I'm so grateful for you, and I know our audience is too. And we'll all come back together in 48 minutes and 8 seconds.
New moon in Cancer.
Close it and open it again, Scott.
It's playing. It is playing.
But we have no sound. Self-compassion
There we go.
and the courage.
I do apologize.
New moon in Cancer. Divine harmonizer. Welcome, beloved ones. Tonight, under the gentle and nourishing energy of the new moon in Cancer, we gather as a circle of light to welcome the new beginning. This sacred new moon invites us to return home, to our hearts, our emotions, and the wisdom of our inner world. Cancer, the divine harmonizer, teaches us that true strength is found in emotional intelligence, self-compassion, and the courage to feel deeply. This is a powerful time to plant intentions that supports inner peace, loving relationships, emotional healing,
and a profound sense of belonging. What you see is sacred code number 89 out of a series of 144 sacred codes. Its name is Cancer, Divine Harmonizer. Keep your eyes open for a few moments and gentle gaze at this sacred code. Allow its frequencies to enter both your physical and inner eyes. Trust that this divine geometry is activating higher frequencies within your pituitary gland, harmonizing your emotional body and balancing your nervous system, and awakening your innate capacity for nurturing, intuition, and unconditional love. This sacred code also supports the energetic alignment of the stomach, chest, and breath, inviting you to soften, receive, and restore inner harmony. Know that each sacred code is a living key, unlocking energetic initiations and light activations that support soul alignment, emotional healing, energetic clearing, and a deeper remembrance of your divine nature. As the moon begins a new lunar cycle, this is a sacred moment to release emotional burdens of the past and consciously choose what you wish to nourish in the week ahead. Every intention planted tonight becomes a seed for your future reality. Let us now begin with a new moon heart prayer, inviting all benevolent beings of light, our guides, angels, ascended masters, and the Divine Mother to support and surround us throughout this healing journey. And if you wish, you can put your hands in front of your chest in prayer position, touching with the thumbs your higher heart, opening your heart, and listen with your beautiful heart. Beloved Spirit, in the holy darkness of the new moon, we return together to the sanctuary of our hearts. We open ourselves to infinite love, and we remember the wholeness that lives within us. With reverence, we allow every part of our being to rest, reset, and begin again. We bow to Mother Earth, who holds us close, and receive the seeds of our intentions. We honor the sacred waters within us that carry memory, emotion, and blessing. We honor the holy fire that awakens our devotion and warms our hearts with purpose. We honor the breath of life, sacred air moving through us, guiding our thoughts back to love. We surrender to the mystery of what is forming, unseen but already alive in our hearts. We release hurry, doubt, and fear, and we choose trust, softness, and listening. We allow our divine selves to root deeply into this moment and into our bodies. May the angels and emissaries of light surround us, gently protecting what is new, whispering guidance, and holding us in tenderness. Lead us from forgetting into remembrance, from separation into oneness, from self-protection into open-hearted love. We are guided and we are held. Our hearts are the altar of our becoming. Bring your hands, if you wish, to your forehead. Envision the energy of this prayer, and let us release this prayer into the universe. Take a slow breath in, and as you exhale, imagine a circle of soft golden light forming around this gathering, all the peoples who are alive and also watching the recording. Across time and space, we meet here, held within a shared field of healing, balance, and divine guidance. We call in your ancestors, those who carried both the wisdom of the soul and the burdens of survival. Today they stand with us, ready to witness a new possibility. And in front of you stand the generations yet to come. They are waiting to inherit a lineage that no longer fears embodiment. Feel and sense this support of your ancestors and the future generations. Feel spirit in this circle as you activate your light channel, your vertical power column of light. It's important to anchor deeply into the heart of Mother Earth and to open the connection to source of all creation. In the middle of this circle, there is a huge golden cosmic cube, a technology coming from the future, guiding us, helping us, connecting us with Christ. And this cosmic cube will also receive our intentions. Tonight we set loving intentions together, and we put them all in the middle of this circle. May each participant feel emotionally safe, supported, and deeply nourished. May all memories, emotions, and energetic patterns that are ready to be healed dissolve with grace and ease. May the divine feminine awaken within us, guiding us with compassion, intuition, and inner wisdom. May our hearts become peaceful, our breath become calm, and our emotions and the emotional body return to perfect harmony. May the seeds we plant beneath this new moon grow into lives filled with joy, abundance, harmony, and authentic love. If you have personal intentions, feel free to place them as well in the center of this circle. I give you a moment to put these intentions in the circle. And then we draw a line through the radiant central point of our circle, where all our intentions are received with love and compassion, aligning every intention with the divine will, so that all that unfolds serves the highest and greatest good for all. Allow this circle of light to expand, make it bigger, becoming a living field of harmony and divine intelligence. And most important is to release all expectations. And gently close your eyes if you haven't already. Breathe slowly and deeply. Allow your heart to soften. Receive without effort. Know that you are safe. You are supported. And you are home. May this sacred code continue working through your body, mind, heart, and soul, bringing balance, emotional freedom, and divine harmony. And from this place of balance and quiet listening, we deepen our healing journey together. After the next group prayer, I will continue the healing in silence, while our beloved Nathalie channels the masters for the highest and greatest good of all. Uta Jäger, call upon the cosmic Christ, supreme intelligence, to support and facilitate this KS holding session. I ask permission from all receivers present to receive this group holding with the highest good and divine grace for all involved. This is where each receiver must say yes out loud in their own space. I request on behalf of everyone live in this healing chamber and everyone who is listening to the recording to become aligned for the duration of this session to the divine intelligence of Christic energy system with grace, with ease, and with joy. I invite the cosmic Christ energy to connect with us now in the most appropriate way for all involved. May all that transpires in this microcosmic reflection of our group constellation support and uplift the ascension of the entire human collective and all sentient life. I also call forth assistance from the Divine Heavenly Mother and Heavenly Father presence to overlight this group container with pure, unconditional love from the Most High. May all be known through this connection of pure love, so that group holding session anchors in us in the most benevolent way. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. Thank you. And so it is.
Beloved ones, take a last deep breath in, allowing this painting to be fixed in your master cell in the middle of your pineal gland. Please sit comfortably or lie down and close your eyes. Now see yourself being placed under the blessings of this new moon in Cancer. Breathing in the soft silver light. Breathing out into peace. Breathing in divine love as you breathe out in deep surrender. Allow your body to become softer and softer as your heart opens Feel yourself arriving fully in this very sacred moment as we are all gathered in a circle. This is a moon of remembrance, a moon of Divine Mother, a moon that gently illuminates the infinite love that has always been alive within your heart. This sacred new moon invites you into a quiet sanctuary so your soul may rest. It welcomes you home, home to your heart, to your intuition, to your divine essence. Nothing to do, only to receive. Breathe in, breathe out. Today you receive a beautiful blessings for yourself, for your ancestors that are all around you, and your descendants. Blessings for every expression of your soul throughout time, space, and dimensions. As you breathe in deeper and deeper, welcome divine love. Divine wisdom of the mothers, creating harmony. Allow your hearts to pour open. Allow yourself to receive these infinite blessings. As everything within you naturally aligns with love. Allowing your breath to slow down as we enter into sacred ceremony together. Imagine yourself walking through a magnificent silver forest. The trees are shimmering with crystalline moonlight. Each leaf is sparkling like a tiny star. Magic is in the air. And in the fresh, cool air, delicate fragrances of jasmine and rain. Feel the gentle breeze carrying the soft songs of the earth. With every footstep, you feel lighter, in awe, more peaceful, and profoundly connected to Mother Earth. You naturally arrive into an ancient temple formed entirely with luminous white crystals. They radiate love, serenity, sharing wisdom, and unconditional love. Just in front of you, the great doors open slowly, welcoming you exactly as you are. As you enter, you immediately feel welcome. You feel you belong. And this belonging fills your entire body, your entire being. This temple is lovingly witnessing the journey of your soul. Every joyful beginning, every sacred transformation, every beautiful awakening. And above, there's a magnificent circular opening, revealing the light of the new moon. Her presence is filling the entire temple with soft silver light as she speaks to your soul. Through stillness, deep wisdom, you awaken. The quietness, you blossom your intuition. Received within this sacred space, everything your soul is lovingly prepared for. Trusting the beauty of new beginnings, the wisdom that is already living within you. Allow your soul to hear the whisper of the moon as the transmission settles in your cells. And as you receive, you become spacious, receiving every blessing that is flowing towards you. And see every sound shimmering with this silver light. And as you are receiving the radiance of the new moon in the center of the temple, a huge radiant presence begins to emerge. She is luminous, grateful, infinitely compassionate. She is Divine Mother. She is the manifestation of creation. She is the sacred wisdom of the moon. She is every loving mother, every wise grandmother, every nurturing guardian, every expression of the divine feminine, expression of pure love. She approaches, your heart opens, it expands. You connect with her heart to heart. You recognize her. She knows who you are. She's happy to see you again. She welcomes you as she smiles with infinite tenderness. She honors and sees this magnificent light that has, is, and will always be living within you. And with great care, very gently, she places her right hand on your heart. Transmitting the energies of Divine Mother. Receive a warm golden light. Through the power of your heart, it flows through your entire body. Activating the remembrance of peace within each cell. The wisdom of love within each breath. Beautiful songs, beautiful prayers through every heartbeat. As she calls you, my precious child. Allow yourself to melt to the power of love. As you remember, you are made from love. Your heart carries infinite wisdom, and your soul shines with timeless beauty. Today you have come to remember the fullness of who you are. Today you open your heart to receive every blessing that has been prepared for you. Anchoring these words within you very profoundly for eternity. You are deeply loved. Hear and receive. You are infinitely supported. You are beautifully whole. You are home. Take slow, deep breaths beloveds. Receive her love. Allow yourself to rest completely within her embrace. Feel yourself being nourished by unconditional love. Feel heaven and earth meeting in your heart. From this beautiful space, your own radiant light begins to shine even more brightly. Feel the beautiful stillness within your heart. Notice the softness of your breath. Acknowledge the blessings of the new moon, the remembrance of the wisdom of yourself, and allow yourself to shine. Luminous codes are awakening every cell of your being. Receive the infinite beauty of this very precious moment. Becoming aware of the magnificent golden light gently expanding from your heart through the sacredness of our hand. With every breath, this light grows brighter. Every cell becoming a radiant star. Every heartbeat expanding this blessing. Sacred prayer to love. Allowing this beautiful light, golden light, to expand beyond your physical body into the space, the room around you. Expanding your light against every wall, every corner. And if you're outside, every tree, every object, shining your light, allowing your light to expand. It embraces your home, your family, surrounds lovingly your friends, your community, every soul whose path touches yours. The natural expansion of love, limitless in the hands of Divine Mother. As your heart becomes a radiant sun, golden rays extending in every direction across the earth, touching the forests, the mountains, the oceans, the rivers, the deserts, every wildflower in the fields. Sharing your light with Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, breathing with her, becoming one. Her heart and your heart beat as one. radiating harmony into every living kingdom. The trees rejoice. The waters shimmer with new vitality. The animals are embraced through peace. And the winds carry blessings across every continent. See the earth smiling. Allowing your light to expand across to all humanity. See millions of beautiful hearts glowing all around the world, one by one. Through the hearts and the heartbeats, as every soul remembers the love that lives within them. Like countless stars awakening across the night sky, every heart is illuminated. Children laugh with freedom. Families gather in joy. Communities flourish through kindness. Nations remember cooperation. Humanity recognizes itself as one beautiful family, lovingly held within the heart of creation. Feeling the collective heartbeat of humanity, synchronizing. Allowing compassion to grow naturally, wisdom to blossom, and understanding to deepen. Allowing love to be the language of the earth. The planet appears to be the expression of the radiant presence of Divine Mother. She surrounds the earth with her golden light. As every ocean reflects her love, every mountain carries her strength. Every flower expresses her beauty. As every soul receives her blessings. Remembering your radiance. As together we co-create a new earth. Founded upon compassion, wisdom, joy, and unity. As every act of kindness becomes a sacred seed, as every peaceful thought becomes a blessing, as every open heart becomes a doorway through which divine love enters into the world. Reflecting the divine within every soul, creating a world where love flourishes for all generations. See the whole planet glowing like a magnificent jewel of emerald, sapphire, silver, and gold. Every heart is connected. Every soul has remembered. Every generation is blessed. As everyone chooses love, the world becomes brighter. Every time you offer compassion, humanity rises. As every time you live from your heart, heaven gently blossoms upon the earth. Feel the earth beneath you. Feel the infinite love surrounding you. As we anchor all together, the divine blessings of Divine Mother within us and all around us. She slowly steps backwards, leaving an eternal imprint, new codes within you. And as today, you have been reconnected through her sacred hands. Through the power of love. Breathe, beloveds, breathe and receive. As love is the one and only way, that Divine Mother blesses this world with the sacredness of your heart, your smile, your joy, your compassion, and all that you are. You have been blessed in the most magnificent way today. Eternal transformation deep within every cell of your body and your soul. Feeling this infinite gratitude for having been blessed in such a magnificent way. Bowing to her presence, her grace, her wisdom, and her love. As your heart ignites and shines the light that you are, shining like a star in the night sky. Receiving these blessings, sharing it with all your loved ones and all of humanity for the service of love, one and only. And so it is. It is. And so it is.
Giving people a moment to gently come back into their bodies. Both of you have such beautiful voices. I'm going to slowly read some of the comments from people. And while I read those, I invite others to put comments into the chat box. Susan Blomquist writes, the paintings are superb and beautiful. Dia Therese writes, Una, no, she wrote Una, but it's actually Uta, and Natalie. The way you share yourselves makes me feel a friendship of the ages. Blessings, namaste, from Dia Therese forever. Eleanor Joy writes, grateful to finally arrive at the party. So much love to everyone. So enjoying this video. Ayada writes, I just arrived a few minutes ago, but I have to leave now for an event. Love to all. Tracy Potter says, sadly, I must leave now to catch the bus further up the sacred mountain and into a new village. I will complete again on replay upon return to our hotel. Thank you, Scott, Almushar, Uta, and Natalie. George Noble writes, I wonder whether Uta and Natalie know about Aurora Ray, based right there close by in Germany. Actually, Germany is a fairly large country. She has important things in common with the former Twin Ray and can be contacted at. She calls herself the ground commander for the Lyrans, lion-headed bipedal ETs. So in a moment, after I've done the comments, I'd love to know if your response to that. Oh, and I see that Uda actually wrote back to him. I'm kind of just going in order. So Uda has bought the book and has heard about her. Sharon Hinckley writes, such a beautiful evening. Thank you, Uta, Natalie, and Scott for making it possible. Carol Craig sending lots of beautiful images. Susan writes, exquisite sacred activism, most eternal gratitude for such a blessing. Christy Michaels, who's our host for the Mary Magdalene Feast Day next week, writes, deeply prayerful. Piper Dellums, who we're going to hear from in a few minutes, writes, that healed ancient mother wounds in my soul before allowing me to dance with her light and to open. Beautiful. Our beloved Ann West is here, and she writes, I just joined, and this meditation helped to relax me deeply. Thank you. And yes, I'll provide the recording to anybody who wants it. And beloved Bindi, who's also a dear friend, is in the room, and she writes, as a Cancer with the Cancer stellium, this is a profound and pure flow of truth. I've had very strong near-death experiences, and this time with you was just as potent. think what I'll do is, again, for anybody who came in late, and of course, all of our friends watching the recording or watching on Facebook or YouTube, to learn more about Uta and Natalie, their website is soulascension.earth. Soulascension.earth. You can learn all about them. Definitely go to their treasures. That's where you can find a lot of the paintings that she's done. A reminder, she's done 111 out of 144. And most importantly, go to Co-Creations, where you can learn about their free soul sadhana and their moon rising experiences, which we just experienced. This was the Cancer new moon rising. And they do this twice a month, every new and full moon. And then learn about their extraordinary program. It's a very 16 plus 13 is 29 plus 12, 31, 41, about a 41-week program altogether. And it's extraordinary what they've put together. And they also are available for one-on-one sessions. And wouldn't it be wonderful for some of us to go to France next year to their Cosmic Divine Mother Retreat? So this is where you can learn all about Uma and Natalie and their beautiful offerings. Anything the two of you would like to share or add?
No, you have to unmute. You have to unmute.
Yeah.
I have nothing to share. I'm still
Maybe
translating.
maybe I can share a small thing about the rise with the moon, about the powerful year where we are right now. We are in the year 2026. And in astrology, it's the number one, the year of the fire horse, the year where we set the foundation for the next 9 years till, what is it, 2034, 35. So we are asked from the masters to record this new moon and full moon sessions in this year and use them for the next upcoming years. So if you want to be part of this, you will have a toolbox for the next 9 years to work with. So this is very, very profound.
Wow, thank you. Thank you.
I think it's important to know. It's very special.
Thank you. Natalie, is there anything you'd like to say in closing for now?
Oh, blessed. Thank you for this opportunity. And it's as if this one was done for you. I was smiling. I said, it could not be more perfect.
Yeah. And I so appreciated your vision for an awakening world. Of course, that's what I call it. But you laid
Yes.
out such a beautiful vision for heaven on earth, for what I have no doubt we all are going to be experiencing, hopefully sooner than later.
I agree.
It was a
And it's
beautiful vision.
And it's so powerful to have a toolbox of the 144 sacred codes. This is a map. No? It's a guiding map to go to enlightenment, to do your ascension work. And I've never seen this before. I've never dreamed of doing a program like this. And yeah, we feel very, very blessed to bring this into the world and just to make sure it's not about us, but there was a moment in our soul history where we stand up and say, yes, I want to do this. And then the universe uses us as a channel, and we are here to bring this forth for humanity.
Thank you.
So
Thank you
we
for
are
your
Beyond that
devotion.
that's important because, in fact, we channel and then do the program ourselves. So what we are receiving is beyond, far beyond who we really are open to. And so we're channeling it, receiving it, and learning from it and doing it ourselves. That's how we do the week. We channel on Monday, we spend the week with it, see what comes in our lives. And with what comes in our lives, we create the teaching. And then there's another activation from the masters. And on the next Monday, UTA does the healing of the week, so we can go to the next painting.
Mm.
It's really, we're blessed to be.
And it's a very special time of the year. We feel that there is an urgent to accelerate our journey. We feel that there is coming a lot of change in global change, and we have to be prepared. We have to stay centered. You need pillars of light to anchor the light. You need the people who are balanced, who are centered. And this is what we teach, to spread the light through us, but also through our students.
Mm.
And it's a
Empowerment of
very
light.
important portal coming up the next 9 years. We will change everything.
I just so honor your devotion, the extraordinary work that you put in, and I feel blessed that we happen to know you and we happen to get to receive. I brought Omar back up too, just because I thought he might want to share a thought or two before we move on with the program tonight. But that was just, you two are just divine. Thank you so much.
It is truly beautiful, and just feeling your presence, and that you were saying how you reach beyond, because during the meditation, the words just became words. They didn't even become really anything. What I did feel was this profound presence in my room here where I am, and I felt that potentially in my mindscape it was you doing a KES, a transmission, a KES transmission, and I just felt my room just being expanded. And so even though my mind was going in and out of tuning into the words, the verbiage of the meditation, I just felt the presence. And I just feel the deep peace within myself. And the song I'll sing to close us out is a reflection of what you shared. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
I don't know if you need to go make breakfast or go back to bed, but
It's 10 to 4 where they are.
God bless you. Coming from Switzerland and Germany, God bless you both. We're going to hear briefly from Piper Dellums and actually watch a little bit of a movie about the work she's doing with her young people. And then we're going to do our prayer time. We always do prayer time, and would love to have you stay. If you need to get up and make breakfast for the kids or go back to sleep, I understand. But if you're still with us, I'd love to bring you up during our prayer time. And then we will close with an Omar specially chosen musical offering for tonight. So, thank you. So last week, we highlighted, was it last week or was it 2 weeks ago? We highlighted our beloved friend Piper Dellums and the work she's doing with young people. And it's extraordinary. She's volunteering her time during the summer with these kids that have no other place to go. They either are getting into not good situations on the streets, or they can work with Piper. And we raised over $2,000 for her to buy art supplies. And she works with these kids, and she's got them writing books and writing poetry and making music. And there's a beautiful video that she sent me today. I'm going to watch part of it. So Piper, I'm going to bring you up. And on top of everything else, she also just went through a big surgical odyssey. The movie The Odyssey opens this week. She had her own little personal odyssey a few days ago. So, Piper, I've got the camera on you, and
Odyssey is bad. Yeah, I first of all, hello, beautiful family. I feel like I'm still in the process of that healing process that we were just carried through, so extraordinarily beautiful. And it's so I'm sort of in another dimensional space right now, trying to bring all of the pockets of that together. And I'm sorry that I'm in bed. I didn't know my hospital stay would be so long this time, but I'm just in that moment, I wanted those beautiful women to understand that I understood what was happening through that journey, and what was happening. Sorry, oh, there they are. I was going to be like, don't bring them up because it'll make me cry, which is always what happens. So, thank you. That was extraordinarily beautiful. My spirit wasn't following the exact painting of your words because it was taking me on a healing journey of my soul. So when I walked into that crystal palace, the crystal temple, I walked in holding the hands of my dad and some of my friends who have crossed over, and grandparents that I never met, but there they were. And the being of light, the eternal mother, I couldn't form her. It was more like it was a swirl of energy around me. That was at one point the hand that was trying to reach my heart instead grabbed my head and lifted it up to say, lift your head up, child, like stay strong in this hard time in the world. Lift your head up. It's almost as if she had to heal me first before she could touch my heart, and then heal my world, my earthly world mother wounds before I could find a form for her. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I understood it. It was like I couldn't equate the great mother until I could start healing with my own mother. So it was so dispersed. But it was so beautiful. And so I want to thank you for that, because my surgery was supposed to be fast and in and out, and I ended up going into heart failure, and bleeding out, and we have to do a blood transfusion, and she's about to go into a stroke, and it was supposed to be simple, but it was my heart giving up, and going through this process, I brought it together, and I said, that's what this was, even in the surgical suite, because I need my heart to be healed, because my purpose in the earth is to love the children of the world, which is the work I've done for so long, whether it's trafficked children or child soldiers or children on reservations or mothers in prisons or domestic violence or in schools. But when my own heart hasn't healed and is in a broken place, and the society wants to wield an axe at that tree of my ancestry, of my heart, of my body, that saying. It's an old African saying that says, "The axe forgets, but the tree remembers."
Mm.
And so, as that tree, I'm wanting to remember without bleeding out from the axe wounds over generations. And that's what you brought me. I suddenly have an understanding. And my earth mother, my mother, the mother that you, my spirit mother, first showed up as a tree in this journey. And then I understood it, The axe can never kill the root of that tree. And those openings that the axe makes in the tree of our beingness through our ancestry and into the spirit world, those holes are still great hollows, for birds and critters and sunlight and seed. I mean, a perfect place for a squirrel to hide a seed is in a big opening on the bark of a tree. And even when I got to walk through those doors with all the, the broken branches of my tree, the family members or friends who have gone, or all of these. And I think I've said this to Scott before. I always try to say to my children, broken branches make perfect nests, perfect place to hold home, the sanctuary of new life. Anyway, thank you for that. Thank you so much. And you two are doing really beautiful, beautiful work. And I needed that. That was like the most beautiful healing when Scott said, there's going to be a healing tonight. And this is my first shower in like 8 days. And I had to do it with one hand, just so that I could be here for this. And what a glorious gift. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Uta. Thank you, Natalie.
My pleasure. I'm gonna let you all relax a little bit, and I'm gonna start this beautiful video that Piper made, where we can see some of the work she's doing with her beautiful young people. It's very, very inspiring, and then we'll come back to all of you. This is a treat.
The classroom sits empty. Desks wait quietly in afternoon light. A backpack disappears down a hallway. The school day is ending, but childhood is not. Many of today's young people carry burdens far heavier than backpacks. Some carry grief. Some carry hunger. Some carry anxiety. Some carry loneliness. Some carry responsibilities no child should ever have to carry. Across California and in communities much like our own, young people are navigating poverty, housing insecurity, family instability, mental health struggles, violence, loss, uncertainty, and fear, while still being asked to simply be children. And yet every child arrives carrying something else as well, a story not yet fully told. And sometimes the best chapters begin after the classroom grows white. Because learning has never belonged only inside four walls. It lives wherever curiosity is welcomed, where imagination is protected, where children discover that their voices matter. At Roars, we believe every child deserves more than a place to spend the afternoon. Every child deserves to belong, not simply to attend, but to be known, to be heard, to be remembered, to discover that who they already are is worthy of celebration. Children are dreamers with horizons as infinite as the stars. And when they are given the key to unlock the treasure chest within them, worlds are born. Because imagination means to image nations, to create worlds, to write stories that carry the fingerprints of their experiences.
It's a 24-minute video, which
Yeah,
is
I
so
said just the
beautiful.
first 2 minutes is fine.
Well, you said the first, I couldn't stop myself. It's
I
so
know. Every time I
engaging.
see my kids do my students, I'm like, oh.
Oh. So I want to remind everybody that it's really important for us to support Piper and this amazing work that she's doing. And again, I started a fundraiser for her a few weeks ago, and we announced it on the show, dedicated a whole show to her, and we raised a little over $2,000. And I just want to thank all of our Global Peace Tribers as I'm looking at the list of all the people who donated. It's all of our family, and many of you are in the Zoom room right now. Thank you so much for your generosity, and it all added up and added up and added up. And she's been able to use that to get. What are some of the things that you've been able to use the funds for, Piper?
Well, as a lot of our global family knows, at ATSA, I don't know if you saw it in the papers last week, Scott, they shut down the sister school just last week in Oakland that's been open for 40 years. The schools now, these particular schools, have $200 per classroom per year for hundreds of students who don't have pencils and notebooks. And so we provided, at least for my art room, I provided acrylic paints, acrylic pens, regular paint, charcoals, different shades of charcoal, sketchbooks, notebooks, pencils because they were writing stories, clay, air dry clay, for them to be able to form their stories and their ideas. What else did we have, Scott? I think that's it. Paint, acrylic paint, canvases, acrylic pens, clay, notebooks, sketchbooks, charcoal, and pencils. And the reality is that will probably last for 135 to 200 students, maybe a couple of months or so. But it's a blessing, and I want to tell you, Scott, our other big thing was we wanted to plant a garden. I'm so sorry, I'm sweating so badly. It's the medication and just not feeling so grand at this very moment. But one of our family members from Awakening World wrote me an email and said that they had a dear friend who does gardens in the wall.
Wow.
So that we no longer have to worry about the expense here in California. Or all over, we have a serious drought. So trying to think about how we were to consider how do we put in the water systems, how do we get through this hard earth, And of course, I created those packets to try to go and get in-house, maybe gifting from Home Depots and different places. You think it would be a lot easier than it is to get them to donate, because places like that throw away plants just because they don't think that they're aesthetically beautiful enough.
Wow.
Yet they're alive. I mean, they just throw them away because they're not pretty enough to display. But all of those plants can make a remarkable garden, what they throw out. So we're still, they have rules and regulations where they won't allow us even to have the throwaway plants. As soon as I'm well, I'm going to do some dumpster diving. But once we got this beautiful, remarkable message from your dear friend Scott, that in the Bronx in New York, he's planting wall gardens inside the classrooms. And I don't really know what all of that entails, but it's definitely something that I'm going to look into. That would be really, really exciting, because again, it's a school without sports teams. You saw that one space where they were jump roping and playing basketball and all the paint off the walls, and this is their only space. There's no library, no cafeteria, there's no regular gymnasium, there's no lockers, there's none of that. And like, as you're aware, that even when it's raining or cold, they can be ushered into a classroom, or they'll sit under the awnings of the doors, or they're outside in the corridors. So I've never experienced a system like this. It's devastating to think that this is where our all of the funding being taken out of public education, that this is what it's translating into. But we need a lot of support, because there's not a lot of culturally diverse or linguistically embracive academic resource. And as I told you, my sixth, seventh, and eighth graders, 30 or 40% of them matriculating are illiterate, and which of course defines the school to prison pipeline. And we're missing a large percentage now as well. They're afraid to come to school because of immigration, when ICE shows up on campus. So a lot of the students no longer even come to school for fear of deportation. So prayers are also an extraordinary thing to do. And when the ladies had us put our intentions into the center, I did put the intention of children in our country who are in impoverished areas, who are in need of safety, in need of safety from ICE, safety from abuse, safety from hunger, safety from homelessness, from violence, that need protection. And until we can clear all of this dark stuff that's going on politically, until we can all take Jupiter's broom and our own intentions and push that out, we have to be the light that steps into the center, because those are our children. That fruit is on the tree of life that all of us are a part of, and we have to be more conscientious of that. We have to be more conscientious of that. We have the blessings of our children being in comfortable beds and going to great schools and eating hot meals, and we drive by those communities, and with our own fear of, I hope I don't get carjacked, but we forget that inside of those homes are innocent children who need rescue, and who certainly have more fear than we possibly ever could. And
Thank you,
it's
Piper.
the only world they know.
Let's take, because that's a perfect transition into our prayer time. Perfect. So I'd like to just suggest, let's have a minute or two of silence for all of us to reflect on what Piper just shared, and to send prayers of maximum grace to any child, whether it's a little one or a teenager. May all children, may we change our priorities, change our world, so that all children are honored and nurtured and supported, and are safe and are fed. And maximum grace for Piper and all those people that are doing their best under very difficult conditions now, given the current administration. to bring hope and food and art supplies to young people. Maximum grace for Piper Dillums and every person whose name we don't know that she represents. I invite us to take our collective, those of us all who are watching, and anybody watching the recording and watching on Facebook or YouTube, all putting our collective care and love into this combined vision, so beautifully described by Uta and Natalie in the video we just watched, for an awakened world, for heaven on earth, whatever you want to call it, fifth dimension reality. Blessings that we may wake up and be in that world soon. I also want to send special love to our beloved Scotty Satori. Scotty's back in the hospital. He needed to get some additional blood transfusion. Texted me today. So that's why he wasn't able to join us tonight. But special love. We love you, Scotty. We love you. Maximum grace for all beings. And let's now have 2 minutes of silence, and everybody can just pray for whomever, including yourself, you wish to pray for. Also sending love to Diara. She was in a fender bender last night, so she's having some neck ache. So maximum grace for her neck to heal and for her to be back with us on Saturday. Slowly coming back. We're going to go to Omar Shah in a moment, but I do want to make a couple of short announcements. Again, please support Piper and her fundraiser if you haven't already, or if you feel inspired to make another donation, that would be lovely. And for anybody watching on Facebook or YouTube, just go to GoFundMe and then put in Piper Dellum's support. And I'm going to change that to support for Roar, but um, if you could find it, or of course, I am putting the link into the chat box for everybody, and putting that link into the chat box right now again. And one of our friends, Karina Angela, has an event she's going to be doing on Sunday morning. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be attending it. It's called the Transference Experience. And she's actually going to come onto the show Saturday night and share a little bit more about it. But I'll put the link into the chat box. And it starts this Sunday at 9 a.m. I know that Reverend Jeffrey will be with us. Yeah, Jeffrey.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello, hello. Jeffrey, did you want to say something? Oh, I guess not. All right. Anyway, that's happening. And then I just want to let people know about what our upcoming shows are. This Saturday night, it's a special edition of Authors That We Love, doing it on a Saturday night, which is a little rare. And our very own beloved Jerry Anderson will be one of our authors. We also are going to hear from Anna Stara and David Trotter. David publishes Awakened Magazine. So it's good to have Awakened Magazine on the Awakening World. And a dear friend of Omashara and I that we just recently met when we were in Santa Fe, Ming Tong Gu, is going to be on the show, and you're going to love him. He's a beautiful, beautiful man. I know some of you have already studied with him. And I just added a special something also on Saturday night. You're going to get a chance to meet Sally Cox. She's the executive director of the bonobo.org organization. They have a 1,000,000-acre retreat, I guess you would call it, or a preserve in the Congo, where they protect the bonobos. And bonobos are fascinating species. They are feminine dominated. They are very loving. They're kind of the way we're supposed to be when we grow up. So we got Sally sharing with us all about the bonobos, and that's going to be quite fascinating. And then finally, I want to just remind everybody that a week from tonight is our annual Mary Magdalene Feast Day, the return of the embodied Holy Sophia. And so that's going to be great. Christy, who's in the room, hi, Christy, will be co-hosting. Eden Amadora will be with us, Melissa Joy Sophia, Diana and Dan Morse, and Elaine Kalila, Dodie Rose. So that's going to be wonderful.
Thank you, Scott.
Absolutely. Thank you, Christy. It's become one of our favorite annual traditions on the Awakening World. And our daily tradition is opening and closing with beloved Omashar.
Yes, and thank you. Holy smoke, this is another show that has brought me to my knees. Goodness, it's every end of the spectrum we've traversed tonight. I'm going to sing a Vedic mantra, and I've sung it a couple of times before, but it's a mantra that expresses the idea of completeness and wholeness, suggesting or emphasizing that everything in existence is already perfect and nothing is missing. You just have to reach deep within yourself and bring it out into the outer self to recognize the perfection with all things. And it has a video behind it, which I videoed many of the stills in it when I was visiting Tibet and Nepal. And in case you want to sing along, I'm going to put the mantra in the chat box. It's right there now, but don't unmute. But all of the sounds that you hear at the beginning of the end of this of the backing track behind what I'm singing were recorded live by myself during a festival at Light. We're about 13,000 feet just on the border between Nepal and Tibet. And you get there's horns and bells and cymbals. And of course, they're representing everything from the deepest, densest, lowest vibration to the highest, and all the cacophony in between. And there's a bunch of singers you hear, and it's groups of women that when they work together, they sing together to keep their spirits high during the whole working day. You just hear them singing all around the place. So I recorded that. And also there's monks that are chanting in there, and that I recorded them live in the Patala Palace in Lhasa with a thumbs up from one of the monks who saw my microphone. And last but not least, at the end, there's two little children when I was in Tibet that came up to me on a bicycle, and they had this little one-stringed guitar, and they looked at me and they played me a song. And so just as the mantra's ending, you'll hear them cycling up to me and singing this little song. And so, yes, dear, it does sound awesome. I hope it will be. I'm going to change my mic source. I'll be with you in one moment.
Thanks for your patience. And that we're good. All right. Purnamurachare Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Purnamada Purnamida Purnamurachare Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Purnamurachare Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Purnamada Purnamida 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 Purnamurachare Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Purnamada
Oh, brother, you really did it that time. That was amazing.
Tears, and I forgot to say that the water that you heard trickling at the end was a stream that was running from Nepal to Tibet. And I thought, I want a record of this river flowing. So anyway.
Oh, thank you so much. What an incredible, incredible offering. I know people really got a lot out of it. I'm going to bring Uta and Natalie up one more time just for us to thank them. And of course, our beloved Piper. Um, thank you, three amazing women, for the work you're doing in the world. Your devotion is so beautiful. And Omashar, your devotion. Thank you.
It was
Much love,
beautiful, sure.
everyone. Thank you so much. What a beautiful
Very
evening.
beautiful.
I hope to see all of you on Saturday night. It's going to be a very beautiful show again. And have a wonderful few days. Maximum grace. Much love, everybody.
Thank
I'm
you,
going to
Scott.
go to gallery view one last time. See everybody, all of our
I
friends.
love
And
you,
blessings
Michael.
to Eleanor Joy, who took a little tumble today. So maximum grace to you, Eleanor Joy. We love you. And take care, everybody. Have a good few days. Hope to see you on Saturday.